Hi, I'm Shannon. 5 things that I see in the future of aging. The first one is that I believe that nanotechnology is really going to help improve the ability of seniors to stay home longer. Nanotechnology includes things like smartwatches. You can actually send your cardiologist an ECG on your phone with the combination of your watch. There is also a whole range of smart home options now where you can actually, like if you're trying to manage your parent, there are different things you can set up in your house to know, like, did they get out of bed this morning? Have they been moving from, place to place? Did they eat breakfast? All kinds of things that you can do to kind of remotely monitor if you're out of town. And it's great. I really love it. There's something that is relatively new to me, and that's technology where their urine is tested when they go to the bathroom. So you can tell things like if they're diabetic, how their blood sugar is, and all kinds of things that you can test in urine to see how your person is doing. So it's not invasive, and it can deliver information that we otherwise would not be able to know, like how are they doing. So that's number 1, nanotechnology. It's amazing, and it's going to change the face of aging. Number 2 is using an elder care coordinator in combination with an elder law attorney. Elder care coordinators are usually social workers or nurses, maybe some case managers in there. And basically what they will do is they will assess our patient and make recommendations for, where should they be living. They can check in on our people when they're in like the hospital or in care settings. And if we need to protect our residents' rights, they will raise the alarm with the elder law attorney who kind of sits in the background. I know for me, we have a situation recently where there's a bad bed sore that wasn't being treated properly. So, at that point I get to step in and kind of be the bad guy. But in the meantime, our elder care coordinator is checking on her and making sure that, she's doing okay and she's getting the appropriate treatment. So, making sure that Medicare is paying what they're supposed to, making sure that the facility is doing what they're supposed to if they're in a facility. So using elder care coordinators in combination with elder law attorneys to create like a pathway towards aging gracefully. And then also, just making sure that all your rights are being appropriately honored, all of your needs. Okay. Number 3 is proper estate planning for everyone. So that means using durable powers of attorney, using things so that they pay on death, so you don't have to go through probate. These things should be accessible to everyone. It shouldn't just be, 50% of the population. Everybody should have access to these things so we can avoid guardianship and avoid probate as much as possible by using the tools that are available. Here's the future of community-based services. We do have Medicaid in facilities, but what we're starting to see is this lean towards using Medicaid dollars in community resources. And oftentimes what we find is that when we take Medicaid dollars and put them into the community, that we need less, because in the community, there's more people like neighbors, family members who can contribute to that person's needs, and then Medicaid ends up paying less. Okay, so number 5 on the list is prioritizing this end of life, the end of life quality of life versus extension of life. So if we're looking now, it seems like we've had such a focus on life extension instead of quality of life. And what I am starting to see in my practice, and what I think the future holds, is this idea of really focusing more on quality of life, making sure that at the end of your life, you get to do the things that you enjoy and also spend the time with people that you love, but that we're not really so focused on extending life as long as possible. So that is my 5 things that I see happening in the future. And I know that I've gotten a lot of comments on some of my videos about, this is so depressing, the statistics are terrible. They are, but I do think the future is bright. So that's it. I'm Shannon. I hope you have a good night.